Welcome to For Flow with Chloe, where we are on the weekend that is most popularised to celebrate Imbolc. So Imbolc is a cross-quarter festival. It's like a quarter point between the winter solstice and spring equinox. And so from my almanac, I'll read you a wee bit about it. Imbolc falls this month, the first of the ancient Celtic cross-quarter festivals, marking the midpoints between major astronomical events of the year. In this case, the winter solstice and the spring equinox. The sun is still low in our skies, but crucially it now rises a little further north along the horizon, halfway between its most southerly rising point at midwinter and the point at which it will rise at the spring equinox. This place is captured in stone alignments at stone circles all over the UK and Ireland. And this moment has gathered layers of celebrations and meanings over thousands of years. Imbolc, Candlemas and St. Bridget's Day are all major festivals celebrating light, fire, rebirth and a stirring of expectation for the season to come. So the whole St. Bridget's Day thing is linked to it. She is a goddess, like an Irish goddess of healing. So she's symbolised by water, but also fire. She's celebrated with fertility, creativity, all the nice stuff. And the returning of the fire, the returning of the sun, and that first sort of spark of it, and that first sort of spark of spring, hence the fertility. So I'm going to do a little poem, Imbolc. This is from the Moon Diary, Astro Moon Diary. I use their calendar and I use their diaries to track planets and moon particularly. Celebrate the growing of the infant sun, for although this may be the leanest and coldest time, the days are very noticeably lengthening. The vital currents of life, buried deep within the soil, are stirred from their winter dormancy, and their water begins to flow. Was it born at the solstice? What was born at the solstice now begins to manifest. Ooh, potent manifestation vibes. So some things you can do to honour the Imbolc and Bridget vibes is altar with flowers, seasonal ones preferably, mine smell amazing, and candles, and manifesting your desires to bring in the spring with. So let's pour some cards on it. I have also got Imbolc deck, Seasons of the Witch. Just got that holographic blue. So that's the Imbolc Oracle. So we'll pull a few of those. Love whacking out seasonal Oracle deck. Oh, this one. We have the Hermit. And if that's not a little spark of light in the darkness, I'm not sure what is. So that first bit of illumination is very much there. Where we've been, within, look at the little light within this massive sort of cliff face, and the little door with the light on, and the light within the person on the top. And there's also a little, I don't know if you can see those, there's a little trail of lights following up the side of this pathway to the summit of this cliff. So it's about a very private spiritual ascension. So maybe there's some things you've realised over the winter, some desires to be wished for, to be manifested, to put into action with the coming of spring. Maybe you've been doing a lot of considering of self and what not to and what to take forward. And And then we also have the Nine of Pentacles. That is quite a Bridgety vibe. It's very earthy. But it's very celebrational and knowing and trusting the earth. Look at all the plants she's got and herbs she's got drying upside down with the pentacles. I feel that's very sort of celebrational of the sort of fertility of the season coming in. And this is a woman who is, you know, just celebrating in her abundance. And so I guess this is asking for abundance in the spring and knowing and trusting. So that's my cat scratching the Finn. Okay. Scratching the sofa in the background. Naughty Finn. Oh, almost fell out. And we have the Six of Swords. This is forward movement at a slow pace. So knowing where we've come from, but what we want to take forward with us. And I mean, a boat pulled by birds is never going to be going anywhere particularly fast. It's quite a pensive journey. And she's, you know, she's like looking down in a reflective, I guess quite somber mood. So moving away from times where we've maybe felt some sense of hardship, maybe a bit of a like cut our losses and take what's needed onto the next chapter, this one. And then we get the Eight of Pentacles. Boss woman in the chair there. She's got a candle. And we were talking about having an altar. Like, it's business time. It's business time setting up your altar. Maybe you should have some dried herbs on there as well. Or dried flowers. As I mentioned, those where I've never particularly noticed those that much on that card before. But yeah, she's got candles, she's got like stacked up notes or spells or books. There's a feathered quill with a candle there, a candle in her hand, and it's all upon the moons while the light is returning. Finn! Sorry. I just don't want him to completely claw my armchair to bits. Yeah, so we just had a new moon, bringing in this sort of Aquarian season in February. We are still in Aquarius season. Soon we'll tip over into Pisces, but I feel like there was a lot of a strong Aquarian new beginning vibes going on around the new moon. And we have this moon cycle. And like I said, this sun returning, and that's what Imbolc is all about. Intention setting and inviting back the light, the fire, the passion. Nope. This one. And then we get strength. You know, we've got a little lamb down here. Spring lambs. And we have the infinity loop on our arm. Strength is a very Leo card, and Leo is ruled by the sun. Maybe this is the return of our strength, our vitality, our will force, our return of our passion. And you know, rebirth, we were talking about Bridget being the goddess of Imbolc and this astrological point, and what represents spring and fertility more than a lamb. It's like a refreshed strength and a refreshed passion. The official astrological point for Imbolc is on Monday as well. That's when it gets to 15 degrees of Aquarius. And then we get the Knight of Wands, big time passion. That's, you know, pounding your own drum, going at your own rhythm, and, you know, like wild horses, like horse leaping around in the background. It's really, really creative, really free, and really unapologetic. And it's like an energy message coming in, it's incoming energy. This is like riding that kind of flicker of passion and taking it places, charging in on that horse with your new intentions, your new passions. That's pretty beautiful. These flowers smell amazing, by the way. You'll just have to trust me on that. I've got such a good aroma. And this is the first time I've opened this deck, so you get to watch me unsheath it. Ooh. Nice shiny cosmic blue edges. Pretty. So what cards am I going to get for Imbolc? What's going on? We get culling. And there's the big old ewe, big old sheep on the front of the card. The flock below. We had our little lammy, our little spring lammy on the strength card. And now we've got the fertile mama sheep and all of the flock. I am here, present, ready to answer the call. Hear my beating roar coming back home to me. Oh, wow. And, you know, roar, we had the strength card. She's half lion on this. And I said about us bringing the passion back, bringing that spark of passion, that renewed joy and passion back, and beating our own drum, you know, like sparking our own rhythm and taking it places. And if those words, hear my beating roar, come back home to me, I don't really know, you know, what is. This beautiful star on top of the sheep's head as well. And we've got the candle down here as well. Can we see the candle on the card? It's very hard to see, but there is a candle there. Teeny weeny candle just there. Teeny candle. Sparking some inspiration. And that's a very, the star card, and there's a star there, is very symbolic of the Aquarius sign. And, you know, I was talking about Imbolc being at 15 degrees of Aquarius. Okay, lovely. Might look in the book and read as well about that card. I've got my own interpretations, as I've told you. But that's like the bringing of the intention. It's almost like worshipping that mama sheep and seeing it as this godlike creature. And then we get keening, potent. Strong vibes, and we got that hear my roar coming back home to me. If that woman is not roaring, I'm not quite sure what she is doing. And we've got a new moon in the background again. That's always, as I said, just come past a new moon. That was on the 29th. Hold on for just a moment in time, acknowledging before release and liberating what needs to be freed. Interesting. So I'm getting like a sense, we've got the candles again on the crown. It's like a tiara of candles. It's almost like in this roar, we're letting go of everything we don't want to take with us and announcing everything that we do. It's like our power coming back to us, our power to release what we don't need and to take with us what we do. Take one more. Ooh, that one has slid out. Casserole. Trust in the flavours that led you here. An unexpected alignment. Let it move you in ways that capture your soul. So I feel like we're getting, I mean, once again, all the candles, many candles on that table. And this is like feeding your soul. Nurturing those dreams that we want to take forward. Trust the flavours that led you here. It's like following, like look at the foodie wafty aroma on there. It's like knowing what's good for you, and it's like, you know, when you can smell really good food and you're like following the scent, and like knowing what's going to feed your soul. Not literally with food, I mean obviously do nurture yourself and look after yourself well in that way, but I mean like engage and indulge in the things and follow and trust your instinct of knowing what feeds your soul. What is it that your soul wants and needs? That's what you need to invest in. And, you know, knowing what led you here. I'm going to come back to this one. It's a slow journey. It's been a slow winter from this point where we were, you know, in this dark space, hopefully tuning into our inner light and knowing what we need to move away from, what we need to move toward. Then some hungry crows guiding us towards what we need to manifest, what we need to wish for, leading us to our heart's desires and trusting ourselves, trusting that journey, that path that's going to take us to the good stuff. Right, so I've just found my little book. I'm just going to read out some key bits about the card. So the one with the lamb on, I'm talking about it coming home. And so yeah, that's it. Just talks a lot about coming back to yourself and returning sort of to your soul. The card serves as the yes card in this deck and also validates any idea, project, relationship you're interested in moving forward with. Answer the call that is ringing in your soul, because the excitement of joy you feel is your higher self telling you this is what you are here on earth to become. Though there isn't much to be concerned about in moving forward as long as you're showing a willingness to overcome any problems. And then we had the keening, the one where she's like roaring, and I was like, well, that leads very nicely to that one. And it does say about communicating effectively, and it says not time to take a passive position, express how you feel and make your demands. Frustrations or desires known. Speaking up for a worthy cause as well. It can also be a card of grieving. So like I was saying about letting go. Mourning wails served many purposes, including showing respect for the dead and releasing sorrow. So releasing what we don't want to take forward. Like a mourning for our past self and all the things that we need to leave behind in order to move towards, to come back home to ourselves and to believe in ourselves and to bring into being the things we truly want. And then the casserole. This card will appear when a lifetime or long-term connection is being formed. Receiving it suggests the presence of a soulmate, angel or business partner, or potentially new addition to your family, such as child or baby. Don't let doubt spoil things when this feeling appears in your life. If you're inquiring about bringing things together, such as a group of friends, blending a family, this card is confirmation that everyone involved will find joy with one another. You may experience financial windfalls or be blessed with an opportunity to create long-term wealth. So yeah, trusting those comforting wafty waves could bring you all of these good things. Soulmates, communities, bringing together people, and you know, being blessed and bringing on the opportunities. So yeah, what a fabulous reading, guys. So don't forget to get your flowers, get your candles, get your altars, and get manifesting in your casserole. Bye. Thank you for watching Flow with Chloe. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.